and actually very fun. So it's not a stand-up. It's just the story. Data tell you what to do, and actually it messes up with you completely. You are so lost. So let me just remind you, I'm really very old, and back in my days it was very easy. There were three things that were the milestones, the KPIs, and the main living points that you should embrace. It was sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And if you lived by these rules, you were just a part of any gatherings. All people were brothers and sisters. And I will start with this actually. Did any one of you ever used or heard about the Google tool that is called Ngram Viewer? Ngram Viewer, you're the only one, and you're the second one. Wow.
Here also.
Cool. Well, oh, you're also. Nice. Well, Google has a lot of manpower, good paid and well paid people, that sometimes don't know what to do, so they have decided to scan all the books ever written. And you can pull this data through Ngram Viewer to see how many times the frequency of words used in books during a time period. I have decided to show you what happened between 1700 and 2000 with the words sex, drugs, and rock and roll. So, as you can see, rock and roll had a high decline somewhere in the 50s, and then it started. That was the time when Tim and myself were born. So, and here were some peaks. But don't think that we invented rock and roll. It was even in the early 1800s used for something, I don't know what, and even sometimes before. So rock and roll was a very nice word, a very nice thing to look, and let me show you what happens with drugs. Oh, sorry. This is the frequency, the relative frequency of words used in books. And as you can see, rock and roll is not so popular like drugs. Drugs is the red line. So just to complete my introduction, I will show you what happened with sex in this context. So what's the point of this data? It's, well, you see, somewhere here Google started with analytics and people lost interest in sex. The problem with this data is that as more people are using these words in books, it is because the demand on the market is much higher for these books with these words. So as you can see, sex, drugs, and rock and roll are pretty interesting and pretty rising. That doesn't mean that sex was not interesting even in 1707 or any other date. But still, this is the story of my childhood. And then you people came. And I will show you what you have done with rock and roll. Check this. Can you see? Can you see the interest for rock and roll and for correlation? Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. So, but I still live in hope. Okay, sex, drugs, and correlation is something I could live on. It's not so bad. But look what you have done with drugs. You really disappoint the old school. See, drugs are still interesting, but now is this is this healthy movement. We don't drink, we don't smoke, we live healthy. I met today a guy I couldn't believe. I never drink. I was asking myself, should I sit here? Maybe he's dangerous. Who knows? Whatever. So, tattooed, big. I cannot even run away. He's much younger. But the greatest disappointment for me was, okay, drugs are out, rock and roll is out, but maybe sex is still in. Maybe this is the last hope, the last place for surviving. And look what you have done with sex. And now I'm really pissed off. See? My world, the world I was born, the world where men were men, and women, women, and sex, drugs, and rock and roll was the story. Now it's the world of data, health, and correlation. Wow, so exciting. Ooh. Ooh. Get me the ticket back. But as a data analyst and as a person very knowledgeable what the trends are and where to find them, I have done this. I have put this diagram together with the correlation of the frequency of these terms, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Sorry. And wrote a letter to the editors of Playboy and telling them, can you see what is going on? Sex is in decline. I just want an information from you. Are you selling less magazines? And they wrote me back. Yes, yes we are. And I wrote to them, I have the solution. And they asked me, what is the solution? I told them, I put a screenshot of this and send it to them and told them, well, you see, sex is in decline, but data is the new sex. Now Avanash would say, data is sexy. So yes, it is. It's really sexy. And I wrote to the editors of Playboy, because data is very interesting for people, remove this picture of beautiful young naked women and put some Excel sheets with a lot of data, and your sell will increase tremendously. They never answer. Or are still thinking about my proposal. Then I was very, very keen to find out what's going on with these young people. They love data, they love analytics, they love everything. What are they doing? When is the most intensive time in the year when they are using analytics and data? And I was sure, and that is the wrong presumption, that because of Cyber Monday, Black Friday, Christmas, New Year, December will be a peak for data and analytics, and all people in this industry. So I used another tool, I'm sure you use it also. It's called Google Correlation. And checked what is going on with the interest for data. As you can see, data is the blue line, access to, that is the red line, but never mind. It's a very high correlation, and if you check the down peaks, very interesting. The dates are here. 1st of December. It's for December, the data is for December. And then you go to the next peak and it's again December. And it's again December. And it's again, every year, data scientists, data analysts don't give a damn in December for data and analytics. And they should actually, because that's the time when all the selling is going on. And this is the data for US. And I thought, okay, the Americans are always strange. They have strange presidents, strange things, so maybe something's wrong with them. Let's check the Brits. They're here in Europe. They're maybe better. So I checked this data for UK. And for my surprise, the Brits have two down peaks. One is in December. Let me show you this. One is in December and one is in August. And it is going on for the last 14 years. December and August data is not interesting for the Brits. And checking this data, I was a little bit surprised and very afraid what is going on with the civilization and where is our future. So I have made another analysis. I use Google Trends. And when I checked Google Trends, I saw this same down peaks on December. If you look for analytics, if you look for data, if you look for correlation, you will see these down peaks in December. Nobody cares in December about analytics. And I was curious, so curious. Okay, they don't care about data, about analytics. What are they doing? What is going on? And then I tested a lot of correlations. One of them, just for an example, is diet. And then I saw that diet has the same decline in December and very high peak in January. So people don't care about diets in December, but then in January when they check their weight, it's a catastrophe. And for sure, data scientists are not replacing the interest for data and for analytics with the diet. No. You know what they're doing? Look for the peaks. And that gives me hope that we are not yet lost. Not yet. Every December, there is a peak for sex. So I hope that people that are not checking data, not checking analytics, are at least having some sex. But making an in-depth analysis of this data, I was sad again. I will just remove diet because it puts too much noise to this data. And I checked what is going on the last 5 years with the term sex. And as you can see, let me show you, where are people that are interested in sex? It is not one European country, not one. Let me just upload, sorry. So if I look, where is sex the most interesting term? It was Sri Lanka, Ethiopia, Bangladesh, Nepal, India, Vietnam, Pakistan, Cambodia, Myanmar, Tunisia, Bolivia, Lebanon, Tanzania, Kenya, Indonesia, Nigeria, Malaysia, Qatar, Philippines, Algeria, and so on. Not one single European state. Not even North Americans, Canada and the United States, and not even New Zealand and Australia. So guys, I don't know what you're doing, but these children will have to work for your pension if you are still not showing enough interest in sex. But let me show where is the interest for analytics. Woo! Netherlands, Singapore, India, Superweek was there. It's just not the ordinary pattern. United Kingdom, Estonia, Ireland, Spain, Canada, Czech Republic, United States, Denmark, Australia, Lithuania. Can you see the pattern? Wherever people are doing anything with analytics, there is no sex. And you have no chance. Okay, you can say whatever. We have this artificial methods, genetic combinations. We don't need to bother with this. Maybe hard work for someone, never mind. But still, I'm sex, drugs, and rock and rolls guy. And I cannot live with analytics, correlation, and data. It's not my world. I don't like it. I really don't like it. And to be honest, if you check something that was giving me hope again, it was when I correlated sex with porn. Oh, that was nice. You see, porn was very interesting for people somewhere until 2013. Then Angela Merkel was again president of Germany, and people lost the interest for porn, only sex. So it gave me hope that we are still not lost. And I was asking myself, okay, I met a lot of people from America, from Australia, and usually on congresses or whatever. They drink beer. Why? Why? What is the problem? That they don't use drugs, no sex, only analytics. And I checked what's the problem with Americans. What is correlated with beer in America? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Let me show you just what is the problem with American beer. And let me emphasize, as you can see, these correlations are almost 1. 1 is the mathematical upper limit. It cannot be better than 1. It's 9, 7, 8, 7, reduced swelling, beer, reduced swelling, beer, reduced swelling, beer, overnight parking. Oh, where's my car? Beer, how to remove nail. I was so drunk, I lost my nails somewhere. I cannot even read this, but it sounds very dangerous. Very dangerous, kids. Don't use this. Beer is better. And then I understand, okay, the Americans don't drink beer because their breweries are putting so shitty stuff in the beer that they are drunk as hell, don't know where the car was left, the nails have fallen down, and they are swelling like pigs. Okay, you're excused. You're excused, but the Australians are not excused. And to put a long story short, we have data now, we have seen a lot of stuff. I was just trying to convince you that this life you're living is not good. So I will tell you the story of my life compared with analytics. Because analytics is maybe more with me than my wife. The day has 24 hours. I sleep about 7, I eat, I commute to my job, and have some lunch and dinner, and extracting all this, I spent about 7 hours with analytics and about 15 minutes with my wife. So I think analytics is a part of my family more than my family. And then I was trying to understand analytics as it was my family. For example, data sampling. Wow! I will take a walk with my wife, and data sampling tells me, oh, you need not the whole wife, just take the hand. It's the same. And then I was afraid what would happen if I would ask analytics, I would love to make love. Which part would be data sample for me? But it's not the worst thing. Much worse is this very nice attribution modeling. You heard about it. It's super. If you try to understand that I'm a member of the family, my conversion with my wife is actually a direct conversion. That's the most closest explanation. And then I looked at analytics. Okay, I'm a direct conversion. Who's the father of my children? The last non-direct? The first? The last? The linear? Woo! Yes. I was confused. I wrote to Google, I want to be the father of my children again. And answered me, sorry sir, but we don't interfere in family matters. Okay, okay. Maybe they misunderstood me, but here are some people from Google. Please explain what I have asked them to help me. Also this nice metric, the unique user. Wow! The only problem is that the unique user is always a new unique user if he, for example, has a new underwear or new trousers. Every time I change my clothes, I'm a new user. And if I would check my wife's fidelity, analytics will say, divorce her. There's strange things going on. Oh.